Hello everybody, how's it going? We're talking about Ombré Leather by Tom Ford, and so many of you on all my platforms have asked me to talk about this fragrance, so I'm very excited to do so. Now, I did spray this earlier today. I only did one spray, and it's been probably over 7 to 8 hours, and it's still going strong. So in terms of performance and projection and scent trail, this is definitely a thumbs up. What does it smell like? Leather. It straight up smells like leather. But this is what's interesting about Ombré Leather to me, is that typically with a majority of leather scents, most men find them sexy and attractive, whereas women don't really care about them. Like for me, even with Tuscan leather, I mean, it was nice, but it was nothing that made me go, holy shit, that smells really good. You know what I mean? So typically with leather scents, what I've noticed from personal experience is that women don't really care much for it, whereas men love it. But with Ombré Leather, there were so many women asking me to review this because they tried it at Sephora or Nordstrom and they wore it and they fell in love with it. And honestly, I see where they're coming from. Now, do I love this fragrance? As of right now, I don't. I like it, but I don't love it. However, I'm going to make a prediction and say that Ombré Leather is going to follow in the same path of Pie by Givenchy for me, where the first 6 to 7 times I wore it, didn't really care for it. People always complimented me, but I never really saw the pizzazz of the fragrance. But after the 7th wear, I was like, holy shit, this thing smells so good. And I understood why it had a cult following. I have a very strong feeling that similar things will happen with Ombré Leather because yes, it follows suit with your typical leathery fragrances, but there's just something about it that's warm and addicting. It doesn't just stop at being one-dimensionally a leather type of scent. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not the biggest fan of this as of right now, for some reason throughout the day, my nose just kept being drawn to the scent. I was like, yeah, I wanted to keep smelling it. You know what I mean? So this is definitely like a strangely alluring scent. Now, when would I recommend to wear it? Of course, nighttime, fall, I was gonna say spring, not spring, winter, and when you're wearing a leather jacket, all right? Because this definitely has a badass aura to it. I feel like anybody can wear it if that's your type of personality, you know what I mean? Just because, yeah, there's just been a lot of ladies and some guys that have told me about this fragrance, so I really see it on anybody that kind of has that badass, don't give a fuck type of attitude, you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely a bold type of fragrance that I think would be a nice signature scent. I mean, if you're looking for something that will separate you from everybody else, if you're a woman, in terms of a lot of feminine fragrances out there that I smell, they're typically very fresh floral or vanilla sweet, but with Ombré Leather, I don't know, it's a badass type of fragrance. With a lot of guys, they're wearing a lot of those blue fragrances like Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage, YEDP. So to kind of go in a different direction that's still somewhat sexy to a lot of people, you can kick it with Ombré Leather if you're interested in those more bold, polarizing type of scents. Now, I'm going to put the name of the fragrance and a discount site link in the description in case, you want to support the channel and buy this for not retail price. But of course, please buy where you're comfortable. Now, any other notes I have for this fragrance regarding smell? Yeah, it smells leather, but there's just like a little bit in the background, just a touch of creaminess to the scent that doesn't make it as harsh as I was expecting. And just to kind of play comparison real fast, when I tested Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford, I mean, yeah, it smelled good, but I found it to be a pretty like one-dimensional leather type of scent. It just smelled better suited for like an older gentleman, you know what I mean? But I didn't really find anything very sexy about it. Now with Ombré Leather, it just has a little bit of that oomph to it that makes me want to keep smelling it. Now it's not super creamy. I know I said like a touch of creaminess, but there's just something there that just keeps my nose coming back. You know what I mean? So I definitely I love this more than Tuscan Leather, but if you're a fan of leathery scents, I highly recommend you get your nose on this one just because I think you're gonna find your signature scent. Like if that is the type of scent profile you're looking for, then look no further. It would probably be this one. Now, another interesting thing that I think would make this fragrance smell good, or not make it smell good, but kind of amp you up a little bit, is if you have a car with leather seats or faux leather seats and you spray this in your car, not directly on the seats, but kind of, you know, just in your car, where like they can kind of smell this, like if you're going on a date and they come in and they kind of smell that, you know what I mean? It's just, it kind of gives a sense of luxury. You know what I mean? There's something about this fragrance that if I smelled this, like if I sprayed this in my car with like, you know, the leather seats and stuff like that, it would definitely be like, oh, wow, that smells nice. You know, I just know that people's reactions would be good ones. So all in all, I give this fragrance a thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit kind of creamy in the dry, like in the opening, yeah, very leathery, but gosh, yeah. No, I like it. All right. Anyways, I'll put the name of the fragrance in the description, like I said earlier, discount site link, all that sort of stuff to help you save money. But what was the last thing I was going to say about this? Oh yeah, if you've tried this fragrance, let me know in the comment section. Tell me your opinion on it, whether you like it or you don't. And that's pretty much it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.